folks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natasha and I do book things here. Today's video is going to be the haul, why do I say today's video? I'm going to show you the books that I hauled in March. All 4 of them. I really tightened the ye old purse strings for March, trying to save some dollar bills for BookCon in New York so I can eat rainbow bagels and dollar pizza and drink really expensive cocktails. Also, while you're here, can we talk about how great my natural hair dried today? I mean, who's this curly ass bitch? The fact that I have this much wave in my hair, having bleached it 17 times, is kind of amazing. I do this new thing. It is not the curly girl method, but it's like a technique that people who are doing the curly girl method use, which is when I dry my hair, I plop it all on top of my head and then let it dry as it naturally falls out. Yeah, it dried so nice. Anyway, so me feeling myself aside, let's talk about the 4 books that I hauled in March, shall we? When I only haul 4 things, it's really easy for me to go, these are the books. There's not 28 of them. Last month, like February, I hauled so many things because it was like my birthday month and I like went ham, you know? And I've read 3 of the 4 books that I hauled. Who is she? So the first book that I picked up in March is The Past and Other Things That Should Stay Buried by Sean David Hutchinson. I would like you guys to know that this is the longest title of books that I've read this year and the longest author name. I had to like move things in my spreadsheet. This is a contemporary book with like a speculative, magical, realism-y kind of twist. This follows a boy named Dino whose parents own a mortuary service, funeral home, and they do preparation for bodies and stuff, and he thinks that he might get into like mortuary makeup, which was really interesting. Here's a sidebar. When I was in makeup school, it was my #1 suggested field that I get into was mortuary makeup. They're like, you're the weird girl in the class, do you want to touch dead bodies? And I'm like, no. Thanks though. But it was suggested to me to get into that field, and I never did. So anyway, Dino goes to prepare the body of his friend July, who has passed away, and she sort of comes back to life and things happen from there. I really like this, and this was more layered than I thought it could ever be. So hauled that this month, bought it full price. Fucking loved it. The second book I got was actually a pre-order, and the only book that I pre-ordered so far this year, but I saw this and like heard what it was about and I needed to get it immediately. Chapters actually sent my pre-order out 2 weeks before it was released. I don't know what's going on with my Chapters. I've talked about this before where it's like they put out books all willy-nilly. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Anyway, so while I'm here, let's open up the thing. I love doing that. So, ooh, just yellow on black spine. So the book that I got was Internment by Samira Ahmed. This book, this book is set, I don't even want to say set in a dystopian future, because really the future of like the setting that this book is set in could happen in the next like 5 years. It's just sort of set in a slightly dystopian America. The president and everything, the political climate of this book basically sets up a Muslim ban, and so all of Muslims in America are basically sent to internment camps. And yeah, there's a lot of things in this, and it was, ooh, yeah, this is a book. I cried several times. It felt too realistic to not be current day. Put it that way. I just want a hard-hitting book. It's this one. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll talk a little bit more about it in my wrap-up. Obviously, I'll get a little bit more into it, but it's horrifying. It's raw, and definitely worth a read. That's what the naked book looks like. Cool. This book I have yet to read. but I'll talk about it because I've just been waiting for the right moment to get the audiobook for this. So that book is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. A couple of my friends, Julie being one of them, had an ARC copy of it and didn't care for it that much. Like, I think she DNF'd it like very short in because she said the format is really weird. Looking at it, it's definitely like told in like 6 different perspectives, almost like interview format. And so like the actual physical copy is kind of hard to read, but then everybody's been listening to it on audiobook and they said it's really, really good. And so I bought the physical book to see what all the deal was with that, but then I think I'm gonna actually listen to it in audiobook form. So have yet to sort of pick that one up. Basically like a fictional book about a 70s band and like, you know, rock and roll and sex and drugs and all that stuff. Have a feeling I'm really gonna like this, so probably gonna listen to it soon. The last book that I hauled in March is another one that I've read. This is one that I picked up for Buzzword Readathon. It was the Buddy Read book, and that is When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry. This was pitched to me as like Stranger Things meets Aliens. Again, read this, liked it enough. My issue is this was just the pacing, but I'm not gonna get into my review just yet. Yeah, I don't know, I really quite liked it. And again, bought this one full price. All of these I bought mostly full price, which probably not good, but you know, I also didn't get 17 books from Value Village this month, even though I have an itch to go to Value Village and snoop and browse, if you will. Yeah, I will talk more about this in my wrap up. You guys are getting a little sneak peek of all the things that I read in the month. Ooh, that's what that one looks like on the inside. All of the books that I hauled this month, 2019 releases, and that feels kind of good too that I did that, because I have not been reading a lot of 2019 released books. I have just sort of been reading my backlist stuff, which I'm not mad about. I'm just, you know, it's kind of interesting for me to see like what I'm picking up to and what I'm drawn to, and so a lot of it is my backlist stuff. Hopefully you guys like this quick little haul of the 4 books that I got in March. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of them, if you're planning on picking any of them up. Woo! Saving money. It's fun. But yes, this is the shirt that I will be wearing in all of my hauls from now on because it's funny. Also, I'm Canadian, so it's like double funny. Hopefully you guys are doing good, and until my next video, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye!